Hello everyone, this is Charles F. Gray, aka Atari Charles, and today I would like to discuss the Shaman. Yes indeed, the Shaman. You know him from my previous channel, Charles F. Gray. You're going to know him from this channel, The Devil Who Whispers. Now Quentin, aka the Shaman, has been a good friend of mine for a long period of time, but he has done some questionable things in the past in regards to our friendship. You guys know about the whole story of him screwing me out $135. Well, another problem happened, folks. I had a heavy metal shirt that I bought at a garage sale for like $4. And I did this in part because I wanted to make money on the shirt, and in part because I wanted to kind of test and see if he would play games. Because anytime he has power over you, he plays little games. So he sold the shirt. We were supposed to split the profits, and then we're going to go and celebrate at Montana's. You heard the Star Wars lady answering voice message. Anyways, one of his characters. So anyways, what ends up happening is, wow, boom, zam, bang. Shirt sells, he tells me, and then he's trying to make me jump through all these hoops. So there's a whole long story to do with this. But before this happened, basically, a friend of mine and a mutual friend of ours at one time named Derek. Quentin and him used to work together for the same government agency, which I will not release. Now, the Shaman and Derek basically were friends, and then basically ceased to be friends, not over money issues, but out of, I would probably say, the Shaman's behavior. And basically, Derek got so fed up. He got so fed up that, and I'm going to read you the email that he actually sent, because he copied me on the email, sent me a copy of it. He sent to the Shaman's immediate boss and the higher up management. So I think he got a talking to, because when I mentioned, I never told him that I knew about this. And when, I didn't want to make him feel uncomfortable, but when I brought up Derek, a nickname that we all have for him is the Grand Duke. But anyways, when I brought up the Grand Duke's, name, suddenly the Shaman was like, instead of joking about him, he was like all like quiet and just, so I think he got talked to at work. Let's put it, but I'm going to read this. I was not going to make this public, but the Shaman's continued narcissistic behavior, well, guess what? So I'm going to leave out certain specifications in regards to like where he works, and you just need to know he works for the government, and I'm going to leave out obviously last name, so on and so forth. And I'll probably substitute his name for like the Shaman, right? The nickname. Hi, the Shaman's boss. I am writing mostly to apprise you of circumstances involving the behavior of an employee of yours named Quentin, aka the Shaman, in the public towards me over the past several months. I ended a friendship with this person approximately 8 years ago as the individual in question became toxic, and I no longer wish to have any involvement with him on any level whatsoever. Yes. I told him many times years ago I no longer wanted contact with him. Okay. I told him many times years ago I no longer wanted contact with him years ago, but for some reason in the past 6 months he has begun what I can describe as stalking behavior. Maybe I'll just put it here, it'll be easier. As, we'll try this. Actually, that's really kind of, sorry folks. As stalking behavior towards me in the community, in addition to accosting me in public, making taunting and insulting remarks directed towards me, as well as leaving insulting, verbally abusive notes on the windshield of my vehicle, and to turn the creep factor up to 10 if it wasn't there already. He also mentioned in one of these notes, he sees me a lot in the community by myself. I have seen him numerous times since February of this year in places I frequent, sitting in his Jeep, seemingly waiting for something, at which point he hops out of his vehicle and tries to engage me. It's clear he's there to cause problems for me. The fact that I do not engage him in any way doesn't stop him. The last interaction with him was at 12:40 p.m. last Monday, July 13th, and involved him sitting in his Jeep outside of a store in Manning I frequent, following me into the store once I entered, trying to engage me, and upon my disengagement, yelling at me, "So when are you coming back to the government?" followed by his laughter. What is tragic about this situation is this person is not a 12-year-old girl. He is a 51-year-old man. Not only, actually that age is inaccurate, not only is this not appropriate conduct of an employee of government agency, it's profoundly irresponsible. Creepy as hell, pushing the borders of legality. I'm tracking all of these incidents in the eventuality I'm going to need to go to the police and seek a no-contact order against him. And shows a profound lack of respect for me as a human being and a citizen who wants to live a free life free of toxic people and toxic environments where toxic people like him and his ilk thrive. Okay, and he goes into other coworkers, which I won't go into, and he says, "I met way too many toxic, poisonous people working at your organization, but these three," he named 2 other people in the email, "seem to have more fecal matter between their ears than anything resembling gray matter with their continued unwanted attempts to harass me for their own silly, stupid, petty, childish, dumb, and malevolent reasons. Please impress on all of these people to get a fucking life, as nothing I've done or said to any of them thus far has been able to penetrate any of their frighteningly dense skulls. I cannot impress enough how beyond sick and tired I am of having these people continue to harass me. Your organization and way too many people in it created untold destruction on my life during the last several years. I worked there with their psychopathic, sociopathic behavior towards me, and I want absolutely nothing to do with these people or anyone they associate with. Make it stop. Thanks and best regards, the Grand Duke." And former government agency employee, so on and so forth. And he says grateful former employee, which is awesome. The other part, basically, it's not relevant, but basically other of his former co-workers seem to want to engage him in public, and he wants nothing to do with them. Now, this is very interesting because basically the shaman would always, oftentimes joke about Derek, aka the Grand Duke, but, in a light manner type of thing. But of course, this type of stalking behavior, of course, is not very cool and actually borders on legalities, or illegalities, I should say. So anyways, just wanted to give you guys an update. Because of the whole t-shirt situation, the shaman talked shit to me, to one of my mutual friends, but he was friends with the shaman first, and 2 kind of acquaintances, all people that I was friends with on Facebook. Now, because I wouldn't jump through the shaman's hoops to try to get the money to be paid back, because he wanted me to jump through all these hoops, and I don't think he was going to pay me back anyways. I think he was going to spend all the money at the restaurant and be like, "Oh, sorry, there's no more money left." And, just to piss me off further. But then when I would not jump through the shaman's hoops, he basically went out and hung out with these 3 other people and talked shit about me, and magically they blocked me. And I asked the shaman what he said, and he won't tell me, but I will fucking find out.